Hello, my friends, and welcome back to the H.E.A.L Method, Habits for a Pain-Free Life. I'm your host, Madhavi. I'm a board-certified healthcare professional, a board-certified health and wellness coach, certified yoga teacher, and founder of Prana Health Yoga and Wellness. Today, we're going to be talking about something that many people dismiss as wishful thinking, but science, psychology, and even our own lived experiences continue to support. We're talking about visualization. More specifically, how visualization can help you step into the future version of yourself you desire to become. Whether your goal is better health, less stress, more confidence, stronger relationships, financial abundance, healing from chronic pain, or simply living with more purpose, visualization can become one of the most powerful tools in your wellness toolbox. But here's the important distinction. Visualization is not about sitting around wishing for things just to happen. Visualization is about creating a mental blueprint that helps guide your thoughts, emotions, actions, and ultimately your future. Because the future isn't created someday. The future is created by what you think, feel, and do today. The future is created in this present moment. One of the most important lessons I've learned through years of teaching yoga, coaching clients, and working on my own personal growth journey is this. Your future self is being built right now. Not tomorrow, not next week, not when life gets easier, but right now. Every thought you think, every choice you make, every habit you repeat, every belief you reinforce. These are the building blocks of your future. Many of us spend so much time worrying about the future that we forget that the future is simply a collection of present moments. The thoughts you practice today become the beliefs you carry tomorrow. The beliefs you carry tomorrow influence the actions you take, and the actions you take eventually become your reality. You see, our brains are quite fascinating. Research in neuroscience shows that the brain often responds similarly to vividly imagined experiences as it does to real ones. That's why elite athletes use visualization. That's why performers mentally rehearse before stepping on stage. That's why surgeons practice procedures mentally before entering an operating room. The brain doesn't always distinguish between something vividly imagined and something physically experienced. And this is something I witness regularly in my yoga classes. I use this example all the time when teaching yoga. Sometimes we'll move into a pose that we hold for about 3 to 4 minutes. For some students, the pose may feel comfortable. However, for others, it may feel challenging. And for some of my students, they may have physical limitations, injuries, or even restrictions that prevent them from fully entering that pose. When this happens, I often invite them to do something powerful. I ask them to close their eyes, to breathe long and deep, and to visualize themselves fully in the pose. Not struggling, not forcing, just imagining themselves comfortably experiencing the posture. I encourage them to feel what it would be like. What would their body feel like? What muscles would be engaged? How would they breathe? How would they feel emotionally? And something remarkable happens. Their nervous system begins responding to that mental experience. Their body begins relaxing. Their breathing deepens. Their mind shifts from limitation to possibility, because the body and mind are constantly communicating. And when we create a vivid internal experience, the body responds. Now, visualization isn't replacing physical movement, but it's supporting the brain-body connection. It is helping create new possibilities. And often, it helps students discover they are capable of more than they originally believed. Now, let's take this same idea one step further. Imagine the healthiest version of yourself, the strongest version, the calmest version, the most confident version, the version of you that has already achieved the goal you're working towards. What do they look like? How do they stand? How do they speak? How do they handle challenges? How do they nourish their body? How do they move? How do they treat themselves? Many people focus on what they want. Few people focus on becoming the person who naturally creates these outcomes. Visualization helps bridge that gap. So instead of focusing solely on the destination, you begin embodying the qualities of the person who has already arrived. One of my favorite practices is something incredibly simple. Before going to sleep, visualizing your next day. Not in vague terms, get specific, very specific. Imagine waking up refreshed, seeing yourself getting out of bed with energy. Visualize your morning routine. See yourself drinking water, preparing a healthy breakfast, going for your walk, completing your workout, having meaningful conversations, responding calmly to stress, finishing important tasks, making healthy choices, feeling grateful. Feel the emotions as if they are already happening. Because here's what happens. Your brain begins looking for opportunities to make that vision a reality. Your attention shifts, your behavior shifts, your choices begin aligning with the image you've created. And often you find yourself moving through the day remarkably close to the one you envisioned, not because of magic, because of intention, because your mind had a blueprint, because your actions followed your vision. Now, let's be clear. Visualization without action is simply daydreaming, but visualization combined with action becomes powerful. You can visualize yourself healthy, but you still need to choose nourishing foods. You can visualize yourself strong, but you still need to move your body. You can visualize a loving relationship, but you still need to communicate with kindness. You can visualize peace, but you still need to practice stillness. Visualization isn't replacing effort. It is directing effort. It helps you focus your energy where it matters most. So here is a practice I'd love for you to try this week. Each evening, take 5 minutes and just close your eyes. Take several long, slow breaths, and then ask yourself, who am I becoming? Visualize your future self. See them clearly. Notice how they move through life. Notice how they think. Notice how they care for themselves. Then visualize tomorrow. See yourself making choices that align with that future version of you. Make that picture detailed. Make it emotional. Make it believable. Then simply let it go. And the next day, watch for opportunities to become the person you envisioned. This practice fits beautifully into my H.E.A.L method. Each, honor your body. Visualize yourself caring for your body with respect and compassion. E, energize yourself. Visualize yourself choosing habits that fuel your energy rather than drain it. A, align mind and movement. Visualization creates alignment between what you desire and how you show up each day. L, live with purpose. Your future is not something that happens to you. It's something you consciously create through daily choices. As we wrap up today, I'd like to leave you with this thought. The future version of you is not waiting somewhere in the distance. That person is being created right now, in this moment, with this thought, with this breath, with this choice. See that future clearly. Believe in them, act like them, and little by little, day by day, you become them. Thank you for spending this time with me today. If this episode resonated with you, please share it with someone who could use a reminder that their future is not determined by their circumstances, but by the choices that they make today. Reminding you that my mission is hope, help one person every day, and today I hope that person is you. Until next time, live healthy and live well, and remember to heal. Bye for now.